Good morning, it's Matt with a croaky voice and a cup of coffee. So if you've not joined in any of these RC chats before, this is just me having a random chat about the topic of the day. And I leave all edits in there. So there's my mobile phone kicking off and they're just pretty much ad hoc and we go for it. Now, ultimately, I'd love to hear from you. So if you've got any questions about any of the topics which we covered today or in any of the other videos, please just ask. And you can do that in the comments section underneath this video. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking Pixhawk, we're going to be talking quadcopters, flying wings, and a crappy micro quadcopter frame as well. So let's start off with the first one. So I've just really got up, and before I got up I had the iPad in bed and I was looking up the Pixhawk wiring for the OSD. So last night I put a video out on the center protection for the big flying wing which I've made, and I'll get to that in a moment. But the challenge which I've got is that I'm going to be using the Pix Racer, and I've never wired up an OSD to that before. Now, I know I've got one of these boards, which is the Minim OSD, but I've got one of the bigger ones, and I've also, if I scroll down, I've got one of the little micro ones as well. I've got a couple of these little baby ones too. Now, I was reading through this, and it looks like someone's picked up the project Night Ghost. There we go, so let's open up him. And it looks like he's been updated the Minim OSD project, and we get now like 3 or 4 screens and some pretty cool stuff with it. So that's what I'm intending to use for my big flying wing for the on-screen display. And the challenge which I've got, which I've not worked out yet, is the RSSI. I'd really want the RSSI on the on-screen display, and the reason why I'm after that is because I'm going to be using the L9R FR Sky receiver, which does not provide telemetry back to the Tyrannus. So I need some way of knowing the RSSI, and I need to work out how I can do that with the Pix Racer and this Minim OSD. So that's going to be fun. I've got that challenge to get over, or that little hurdle to get over later this week, because I've still got the build to do, and hey ho. So next topic is the Eachine Falcon 180 quadcopter turned up. If you didn't know about this little quad, I bought it for 55 quid, so half price with the SP Racing F3 board. I took her out for a maiden last night. Maiden number 1 didn't go very well. Maiden number 2 didn't go very well. Maiden 3 much better, because Matt came back in here and actually put the right settings in after watching a quick YouTube video and got the board alignment correct. Oh, and also that stupid LED bar on the back, where is it? It's here on my desk because I snapped it off on the second maiden. So yeah, great idea to have a little LED bar on the back of it, but absolutely fundamentally flawed because let me just zoom in on this. Can you see? The only thing which is holding that LED bar on is actually the solder joints there, all the way along that edge. So if you knock it a little bit, then that whole black plug just falls down. Yeah, nice and robust. Not! But even with the standard little propellers, quite a pokey little thing. I'm really looking forward to that. And I've got her in next to me. And yeah, what are we missing? A video transmitter, which I've run out of video transmitters because I've recently just done 2 FPV flying wing builds. So that's used up my 2 spare video transmitters, and I need to put a camera in it as well. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And also I did an unboxing video, and I did another video on the wiring, and then I did another video about it as well, because yeah, the out of the box experience was not good. Is the very polite answer to that. So I'll pop that down. But yeah, with all my complaints aside, in the air, quite a pokey little thing. I'm really looking forward to flying it. It's just a shame I don't have a spare video transmitter to go in the back of it, and otherwise we'd be off flying her. What else have we got on the topics? Oh, if you haven't seen the Rainbow V1 build, this is a full build video on the Rainbow Flying Wing. Yeah, I just learned, I put everything which I learned about the one which I bought originally and put this video together. My target was to try and do it in an hour, and we actually run to an hour and 44, mainly because I was talking all the way through as we go. Oh, and my camera died at the end, so we had to just use the iPad, which the video quality was pretty good, to be honest. So if you've not seen that video yet, if you go across to my channel, and then it should be chop chop chop. There we go. It'll be one of the recent videos, and if it's not showing there for you because you've found this video later on, just click on the videos tab and then just scroll down, and it's a build video, so it'll be purple. And by the way, there is some methods to my madness in my color coding. So the male videos are in red. See those two red ones there. If it's a how-to, then it's typically yellow. There was an exception with a brighter yellow one there, which is where I put that diversity receiver in a cement mixer. We've got the coffee chaps, which are blue. Brown. Then we've got blue for FPV stuff. Build videos, like I said, are going to be purple. Any questions come out in a brighter pinky purple color, and any flying videos are in green. Okay, so look. Oh, you haven't seen that one yet. No crashes. Oh, I need to edit that one. That was the same day which I took the bonsai out and stuffed it in a cow pat, and you can see the poo on there. Is that I actually had a flight where I had no unscheduled landings. Happy days. So yeah, that's kind of the method to my madness, to my color coding. Anyway, what else have we got on here? Oh, thank you if you left me a comment on the center protection video. I haven't got round to looking at them yet, so that's my job after I've made this video, is to go through the comments. Thank you ever so much for your input on those, and I genuinely mean that, is that I'm kind of stuck on that build at the moment, on what I should do around the nose area to protect the expensive kit which is sat on the front, because there's basically a brick. A huge, great big battery sat behind it, waiting to stuff all that stuff in the ground. Two more topics is the DW Hobby Rainbow V2 wing is now available. I've been and bought one. Don't go and buy one just yet, because I've already bought one, and that was 5 days ago. And I paid for the expedited shipping, so that should be with me in a couple of days or so. I've gone for the tail pusher version, and we will be doing a direct comparison of the version 1 to the version 2 to see if there really is any difference between them. Because, to be honest, in the screenshots I can't see them. It'll be one of those where I'll be able to put them side by side and really see what the difference is. So, yeah, that's a curious one. And the last topic of today is that I did buy this kit off Banggood to make a mini quadcopter build series. But since then, I've been and received that frame, and that frame is utter crap. Okay, it is crap beyond crappest belief. And the reason being, you just can't fit your kit in there. And also, the holes, let me zoom in on here. The holes for these motors, they say that it will fit an 8520 motor. Oh no, it won't, unless you get the Dremel out and hack the clasps out underneath. There's no chance in hell that you can fit an 8020 motor in that hole. Okay, unless you go and get the Dremel and cut it out. So there will be a little build video on this later. I will use the frame which they provide, or I may use a different frame for it. So yeah, I've already got that frame, my quadcopter, which is, oh, right over there, she's hiding. That's the frame which I'm using right now, but I'm actually flying it backwards. I'm flying it that way, believe it or not. And that was the only way which I could get all the kit in. The supplied standoffs were pants, and yeah, they're really nice aluminium. Let's not knock it too much. But I ended up using some smaller plastic mounts, and flames. The frame is crap. So, but that kit does come with a little video transmitter. I thought was pretty cool, and I know they've got other kits available, so I'll go through the other kits, and I'll suggest a different kit for you to use, but it should be the same thing, because it's the little flight controller board which is the hard piece, and just knowing how to wire it up, because, well, to be honest, it's not really hard. If you've got basic soldering skills, then it should be pretty straightforward, to be honest. The hardest bit is knowing not to muck around with any of the PIDs, and then just to gently tweak the rate settings for them, and also set up your modes in clean flight. So we will not be using beta flight. We will only be using clean flight because it's a lot damn easier to use, and in a quad that size, yeah, mucking around with rates is kind of a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. Would you rather spend 5 hours mucking around with rates, or would you just like to spend 5 hours out and flying it? I'll let you decide on that one. So yeah, that's the topics of today. I've got the OSD to sort out this week for the big flying wing. The quadcopter did turn up. Yeah, if it hadn't flown so good, I would have been really annoyed. And really annoyed at paying £55. I've been really pissed off if I'd spent 115 quid on it, to be frankly honest. But on the flip side, now seeing it flies really well, quite punchy with those little props, and I've got some tri-blades as well which turned up, which they said they're indestructible. Yeah, right, you haven't seen my flying, so that'll be fun. We've got lots of new videos out, and oh yeah, thank you for that one, and Hobby V2 Wing, and quadcopter build. So that's it for me today. I'm going to wrap up now. I tell you what, let me leave you with this question. What are you building at the moment? And you can let me know what you are building in the comment section underneath this video. So as always, from myself, Matt, thank you for joining me over this nice, actually moderately drinkable coffee this morning. And on that note, from myself, Matt, cheerios!